Well, hello Pyrex enthusiasts. I'm here today. I want to walk you through my method for cleaning up a vintage Pyrex mixing bowl. So let me caveat this with saying I typically like to care for my Pyrex by washing with a cloth and some gentle dish detergent and letting it air dry. I don't put it in the dishwasher. I'm sure many of you are the same, but sometimes you find a dish like this. We got this at an estate sale, I believe, a few months ago, and it hasn't been as lovingly cared for. It's got some grease spots and some scratches and some things like that I want to try and clean up today, and we'll let you know how it works. All right, so I want to show you all the materials that I have out to work with. So first I have some rubber gloves. I like to use those so that I can use the hottest water possible without scalding my skin. I have this dish soap, this gentle dish soap. 7th generation is the brand I generally use and that I find works the best. Just kind of do a gentle cleanse on the entire bowl before we really dig into it. I've got a magic eraser, which I use to get off the grease stains. I find those are pretty effective at a lot of things around the house, and Pyrex is certainly not immune to its power either. Barkeeper's Friend I like to use for the inside of the bowl to kind of clean up any of the nicks or things that are in there. And then I have Peak to work on the scratches and dishwasher marks or things that might be on the outside as well. And of course a nice towel to let it sit on as it dries as well. So these are the materials I'm going to use. I have links to all of these items in the video description too if you would like some help finding them. So let's get started. I'm going to start by just doing a base clean. Okay, so we've got a basically clean bowl now, but we've still got several spots on it. So I'm going to start out with the magic eraser. And this is one I've used a few times. It doesn't look shiny and new, but it still will work great. So I'm just going to try, and I got my magic eraser soaking wet, of course. And I'm just going to try to kind of gently rub a few of these spots and see if I can get them off. I generally use the magic eraser for grease spots. And when I did the basic clean of this bowl, a lot of the grease spots came off. So now I'm just trying to, get some of those more difficult spots off with this magic eraser. Let's see, got a couple more there. Yeah. We're gonna have to use the Peak on some of these to try and do a little bit better clean. I've got a little sticker residue on the inside that this will take off as well. Just give it a good scrub there. And, all right, that one didn't have too much grease, so I think we're all set for the next step. Okay, so next I'm gonna work on some of the kind of scratches, fork marks, things inside the bowl. So I'm gonna use a little bit of Barkeeper's Friend. This is a pretty handy cleaning tool to have around as well. So just a little bit, no more than that. You don't really want to use a ton of this in your bowls. It could be harmful, but a little bit is helpful to just kind of get some of those scratches out. So generally these are from forks or other utensil marks or utensils that have been used inside. To keep the insides and the outsides of the bowl safe, I generally store them with some paper towels or some pieces of foam in between, just to kind of avoid having problems like this in my nicer pieces. So you can see those scratches are kind of going away. Got a little bit of the sticker left there. We'll get that out. So just give that kind of a nice shine, and then I'm going to rinse it out, and we will focus on the outside. All right, so our next step is we're going to use Peak to work on these scratches and things that are on the outside. And you know, these probably came from bumping up against other dishes or things like that over the years. Certainly if they were put in the dishwasher, there's a lot of kind of bumping between dishes that goes on there. So one of the big reasons we don't put our vintage Pyrex in the dishwasher anymore. But I'm gonna start out taking just a little bit of this peak. So my bowl is dry and I'm using a damp cloth, and I'm just gonna squeeze out a little bit, like think toothpaste, right? Maybe that much. And I'm gonna start just gently rubbing it into these scratches that I see right here. And this takes a little bit of work, but you can see they're already diminishing in appearance. So I'm gonna work on the rest of the bowl, try to get the rest of the scratches out, and then I'll show you what it looks like when I'm all done. Okay, so here it is. I used some peak on it and a fair amount of elbow grease, and really got a lot of those scratches off. So it's still a little bit wet here, but this is a big improvement over how it was a few minutes ago with just a few easy materials and a little bit of work. So I'll post some before and after pictures, and leave a comment, let us know what you think, and if you have a method of cleaning up your vintage Pyrex, we'd love to hear about that too. Thanks for watching.